You might not realize it, but Gears of War 4 is the first numbered entry not made by Epic Games. So, have the Coalition lived up to their lofty standards? And is it worth it? Let's find out. If you've ever chainsawed a Locust Grenader with your trusty Lancer assault rifle, there's a good chance most of Gears of War 4 will feel familiar. It's a sequel that favors acceleration over evolution, and your enjoyment will largely be dictated by your enthusiasm for the franchise. No, this latest entry won't change your mind, but anyone eager to revisit the world of Sarah will find it every bit as brutal, bloody, and exciting as the series past. Decades after the events of Gears of War 3, humanity is experiencing a period of peaceful stability. Civilization has once again established a thriving centralized government, while independent villages make do with limited resources. Despite the ongoing diplomatic tensions between the two, the quality of life has drastically improved. But that all changes when mysterious creatures invade and abduct large numbers of citizens. With the technologically advanced cities blaming the smaller towns for recent kidnappings, it's up to JD, Del, and Kat, alongside the grizzled COG veteran Marcus Phoenix, to rescue the villagers and eliminate the unknown threat. Gears of War 4 plays very much like its predecessors. Centered around cover-based third-person shooting mechanics, players will need to flank, push forward, and attack a series of highly intelligent enemies. What's remarkable is how well these systems still hold up today. Properly timed weapon reload bonuses and brutal melee takedowns remain satisfying. Savage shotguns and sinister explosive launchers are gratifyingly gory. Yet, there is a creeping sense of fatigue as the campaign goes on. This is mostly due to the occasionally uninspired locations, with a long portion taking place in a series of gloomy caves. Still, the variation of enemy types helps the gameplay remain fresh, with giant hulking beasts, strategic and skilled grunts, and nimble melee monsters constantly battling the four heroes. But the greatest moments of the story are saved for the stunning set-piece events involving large-scale catastrophes. Escaping a warplane via motorcycle and quickly scaling a crumbling canyon might be light on challenge, but these pure intense graphical spectacles showcase some of the best visuals yet seen on the Xbox One. Unfortunately, the plot itself isn't quite as strong. It's clear from the offset that Gears of War 4 is more concerned with world building than narrative development, and as such, the overall story feels free of consequences or conclusions. Of course, it's the journey, not the destination, and sadly the moment-to-moment gameplay is dragged further down by the uncharismatic new protagonists. Almost every life-threatening event and emotional beat is undercut by a barrage of lame, snarky quips. They're not even clever, it's just painfully sarcastic at every turn. Perhaps the strangest design choice are the tower defense levels, where players must prepare a base before an invading swarm attacks. These feel surprisingly watered down, lacking the long-term planning featured in the full-fledged Horde mode. As a single-player adventure, Gears of War 4 is an inconsistent exhibition of hard-fought battles, glorious large-scale moments, and some repetitive environments. But when its best efforts align, the balance of violent struggles and inspired art is deeply engaging. Even then, many of the 7-hour campaign's lesser sections are bolstered by the ability to play with 3 other people, and online multiplayer is really the major focus of the entire package. Gears of War 4 features an impressive suite of competitive modes over a selection of 10 maps. 2 teams face off in a series of varied matches including Dodgeball, where every kill grants your team an additional respawn, Arms Race, where all weapons are changed after 3 kills, and Guardian, where respawns remain unlimited until the team leader is killed, as well as traditional deathmatches, domination, and many more. On their own, each are an enjoyable diversion, but together they create a varied and addictive experience, with the added bonus of a doubled frame rate of 60 frames per second. Finally, there's Horde 3.0, a fantastic 5-player cooperative mode where cogs must take out wave after wave of increasingly difficult enemies. Accumulated kills create more powerful weapons and defensive gadgets, establishing confidence before quickly descending into pure chaos. Downed allies must sit out the rest of the round, adding a strong incentive for survival. With the right teammates and an action plan, Horde 3.0 is a thrilling, stressful, and rewarding multiplayer game. So, is it worth it? Yes. Despite its awkward pacing, disappointing story, and limited single-player appeal, Gears of War 4 excels in transitioning the franchise to current gen. By sticking to its tried-and-true mechanics while expanding its blockbuster roots, Gears of War delivers a smart, violent, and deep multiplayer experience for both longtime fans and series newcomers. Gears of War 4 is currently available on the PC and Xbox One for $60. If you've had a chance to play it, let me know what you thought, and if you haven't, let me know if you plan on picking it up. My name is Colin Tanner, and I'll see you in the next video.